Today we're going to put some valve cover gaskets in the old Kenzworthington, the K100 cab over. They've been leaking for a while, and these engines, they leak right onto the exhaust manifold, so it can be rather stinky. We're going to get that fixed though. Get her fired up and move in front of the garage. That way we can work on some concrete. These old Detroits, you don't want to let her warm up, you just want to give her some RPM. I need to blade the yard. One of the most inconvenient things about a cab over is you have to jack the cab up anytime you want to do anything to the engine. So that's what we're going to do. Pro tip, make sure everything that's in the cab is either out of the cab or tied down, because it'll fly all the way up to the dash and wreck your windshield. So somebody once told me that if you limit the amount of grit that gets into an engine, it'll extend the engine's life. So that's what we're going to try to eliminate. More gunk than necessary falling into the engine when we have it opened up. Alrighty, you can tell this side's the reason I really wanted to do this, because I'd be driving along and then I'd look in the mirror and wonder who was smoking. Well, nobody has to ask because they know. It's me and the grumpy old Detroit.
She's a two-stack Mac with a bunk in the back, and she's crawled from head to toe. She's got a screaming cat.
So this isn't the first time I've had these valve covers off. When I did originally, I was getting it running. And I'll preface this with, I'd heard of them running away before, but I wasn't sure. This truck had been sitting for probably close to 10 years before I got around to messing with it again. So I put the batteries in it, and I go up in there just to see if I had them hooked up correctly. Well, after 10 years of sitting, I just tickled the key. And it fired up and it went to the max rev. So before that, I'd taken a piece of baling wire as the old cable was all froze up, and what that is, that's a air kill, and it basically shuts the air off to the engine when it runs away. Shows you how good a technology they had back in the day, but whatever. And so I took the valve covers apart and freed up the stuck injectors. There was several of them, and been running great ever since. Try to get as much stuff out of the way as possible. Where all the used dinosaur juice comes out of. For these, maybe I should have just tried tightening them down. Oh well. pretty simple job. It's kind of like they expected you to have to do this pretty often. Alright, I got these off a cheese bay, so I need to make sure they're right before I go pulling the old ones out. That looks like them. Don't really look bad to me, but it was leaking, so we'll replace it. Never throw your old shirts away. They work great as rags.
Yeah, won't hold back, so hammer down, boys, let her go. She's a lady of the night with her chicken lights, I guess a couple hundred or so. I get lost in the lines and the way she whines to that XM radio. Hey, Mr. DJ, play me a song. One about trucking all night long. I got a girl, she's a waiting at home for me.
Alright, now if I could figure out how to get it wedged back in there. I don't know how tight they're supposed to be, but I know how tight I'm going to put them. Tight enough to quit leaking. Probably didn't need new valve cover gaskets, but hey, it got them. Can't forget to hook your go pedal back up. Wonder if it'd give it more ponies if I moved it to the top hole. Probably not. Time to do the passenger side.
This old rig, she sure is fast, spinning them sides as she rolls past. A long haul trucker is all I'll ever be.
Alright, this is what under the hood looks like. So this rod comes from your governor, comes down here, hooks onto the rack right here, and then connects to the injectors through this rod here, which is basically a metering rod for the injectors to control how much or little fuel it gets. Pretty clean. This side, the gasket's in worse condition, but it was definitely was not leaking on this side near as bad as the other one. So reel me that.
Chicken lights and chrome, yeah, I'm headed home. And you can see us coming from 1,000,000 miles away. She lights up the sky like the 4th of July.
And just like that, we're back. That was too easy. Probably means I did something wrong, huh? Maybe we'll actually tighten them down and they won't leak this time. I'm sure this is the correct wrench for this. Some of those mysterious Detroit tools you see on the marketplace every now and then. Is this one of those things you're supposed to tighten it down till you're happy with it? Tighten it down just a little bit more? Or are you supposed to tighten it till it snaps? Let's not do that.
4th of July, truckers' favorite songs, Alabama's roll on and chicken lives and grown. She's lipstick red, man, she'll knock 'em dead as she rolls through the scales. She'll let the black smoke roll when I pour on the coal as she's blazing up the trail. You can bet all eyes out on 65 will have to shake.
Alright, well, didn't have any extra hardware on this one, so we must be done. Oh yeah, and don't forget, put your cab back down.
Shade from a shine, there's nowhere to hide. She's too damn bright, she's a burning up the night.